Hi everyone, it's Natalie. Today we are going to learn a really cool crocheting technique that you've probably seen it hundreds of times in Afghans and maybe your grandma's house, that sort of thing, but it is one of my favorites. It's the granny square. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First of all, you are going to crochet or start out with a magic circle. Chain 3. I'm going to work through it kind of fast. I do have videos on the chain stitch and double crochet if you need a tutorial on that, but I'm going to work 2 double crochets in the magic circle. I'm going to chain 2, which becomes one of my first corners. 3 double crochets, which is a shell in the magic circle, the hole, I guess. Chain 2, another corner. 3 double crochets, which is a shell. Chain 2. Hold on a minute. I only chained 1. I need to chain 2. 1, 2. 1 more shell in the magic circle. Chain 2. Now you've just made your foundation square, so to speak. And what you're going to do is you're going to join with a slip stitch into the first chain 3. So you're going to slip it in, yarn over, pull through that, and pull through the loop that's on your hook. Now with your tiny tail, you're going to pull it tight, so there's no hole. Let's work the first round of our granny square. I like to keep my colors straight. I don't like to keep turning it. So one way that is to do it, and there are many ways to do it, but this is one way. Work backwards in this square right here. So you're going to go back and you're going to do another slip stitch. And you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. In that same space, you're going to finish up the shell. So that's 2 more double crochets in that same hole. 1 and 2. Now in the next part, because remember we're still working our corners pretty much right here, this chain 1 space for the next row will be the side. So what we're going to do is make another shell, which is your corners are going to be shell, chain, chain, shell, all in the same space. So there's your 3 double crochets, chain 2. In that same corner hole space, we're going to do another shell, which is 3 double crochets. One more. Chain 1, because that is a side. We're in the nether corner. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video because I'm going to do the same around. So it's going to be shell, chain, chain, shell, 1 chain, chain. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, did I say that wrong? Let me try that again. Shell, chain, chain, shell, chain 1, shell, chain, chain, shell, chain 1. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you look at the date of the upload, or when I'm uploading this video, we're quarantined. So I've been at home for almost 2 weeks. So let me pause the video and I'll keep going in just a second. Okay, so I've made it all the way around to the very beginning where there's the the shell here, which was the chain 3 and then 2 double crochets. So I've just chained 1, and I'm going to do my shell in the last corner. So it's 3 double crochets. And I'm going to chain 2, which becomes my corner. And I'm going to slip stitch in the very top here of the chain 3. So insert hook, yarn over, draw it through, and draw it through the loop on your hook. So if you look here, you can really see a nice little square. You can kind of pull it out a little bit. So you really have a definite square. So now after this, is when it all becomes the same. So what you want to do, work back into this hole right here, slip stitch, which is put your yarn in, draw up a loop, and then draw through the loop on your hook. Chain 3. Then you're going to work 2 double crochets in that same space. First shell of your corner. Now, since you're working a side, all the sides are is you just chain 1, work a shell in this space here on the side. So every time you have a side space, it's just a shell. And you just want to shell, chain 1, shell, chain 1, shell, and it'll just, your project will keep getting larger and larger and larger. I just finished a shell. I'm going to chain 1. And here's my corner space again. So what do? Let me get this right. Shell, chain, chain, shell. So let's go ahead and do that. So you have your shell. Oh my goodness. 2 chains. And I know I'm working this pretty fast, but once you get the hang of it, because I wanted to trying to keep my videos at least under 10 minutes if I can. So I've just worked a corner piece, chain 1. Now I'm working the side. So I'm going to do a shell, chain 1, and then it's going to be a corner. Shell, chain, chain, shell. Did I say that right? I did say that right. Shell, chain, chain, shell, chain 1. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and you can see how tech savvy I am. I'm just pausing a video. All right. Hold on just a second. Okay, so I've worked all the way around and I'm to my last corner. And also, let's just say we're going to end it with that. I'm going to actually change colors so you can see the border. And I'm not going to cut the string because I'm using all my scrap yarn over and over and over again. So last corner, 3 double crochets makes your shell. And then you are going to chain 2, slip stitch into here. I'm going to drop this color and I'm going to pick up another color. So when I draw my color through, you can't even see the change. So here what you're going to want to do is chain 1, drop your little tail because you'll tuck that in your work later. And when you work a granny square, any project, you want to have a border. It gives it a nice finished look. If you'll see this, it's just a single crochet all the way around. And you'll see what it looks like whenever you're working your piece. So I'm working in the corner. And so now I want to do 3 single crochets in my double crochet tops, I guess you could say. There's 1. If I can work it in there. 2 and 3. In the chain 1 space, you're going to do 1 single crochet. And then here are the tops of your shell. So you're going to do a single crochet in each top. And again, I have videos on how to do a single crochet. In the next chain 1 space, you're going to do 1 single crochet. Single crochet in the tops of these, in your top of your shell, and you're coming up to a corner piece. to keep the corner, once you single crochet the 3 there, here's your corner piece. You're going to do a, I guess, 3 single crochets, chain 2 to kind of keep with the pattern. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and then 1, 2, kind of gives it a really sharp corner, 3. See how it gives it a nice corner? Then you're going to do your 3 single crochets in the top. And see how if you don't have a border, it just kind of, it gives it this look when you have a border. See how it really finishes the project. Hold on just a second. I'm going to pause to go all the way around because it's basically the same. You're just going to single crochet in each shell top. Sorry, my hand made it a little blurry. Single crochet in the space, single crochet, 3 single crochets in the corner, chain 2, 3 single crochets in the corner. You're just going to work it around. I'll be right back. Okay, so we've made our way around and we're coming to the last corner and how we're going to join our work. So you've just done the 3 crochets in the top and now we're at the corner. So 3 single crochets. Bless you. Sorry, my son just sneezed. 3 single crochets. 2 chains. 3 single crochet. And then we're going to join our first single crochet with a slip stitch. So if you look here, I'm just going to loosen that, and you can make a granny square as big as you want. We'll do some more videos on how to attach granny squares together in different kind of borders. I've made all kinds of stuff with this where they're fun to make, and you can make flowers and blanket. You can make all kinds of stuff with a simple granny square because there's so many variations of the granny square. But if you'll see how the border really finishes it off. So if you have any questions, and you can check out my Facebook page where I've done projects before. If there's something that you want to see, send me a message and I'll see if I can get a video of it done. All right, until next time, happy social distancing, everybody. Whenever you're watching this, you'll know where you are during the coronavirus. So this is where I am. But yes, we are having a great time learning new things. All right, till next time. Bye, y'all.